And the Oscar goes to...
The history of the Academy Awards is filled with films that, based on artistic value and audience impact, truly deserved an Oscar. And yet, they were snubbed. Or worse, they lost the gold when it was within reach. Creating a definitive ranking of Oscar-worthy films is never easy, so we're limiting ourselves to just the past 25 years. Let's start with a film that hit like a punch to the gut, Requiem for a Dream. Darren Aronofsky's harrowing masterpiece was so extreme, it's sadly no surprise that the Academy ignored it.
Cut it up and off it.
Double our money, easy.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. No hassle.
The film dives deep into addiction, brutally, unflinchingly. Jared Leto, in a career-defining role, received 0 nominations, though let's be honest, he wasn't going to beat Russell Crowe that year for Gladiator. The film only got 1 nomination, Ellen Burstyn, and even she lost to Julia Roberts and Aaron Brockovich, a missed opportunity to honor one of the most unforgettable films of its generation. Next up, Good Night and Good Luck. Directed by George Clooney, this film is a polished, powerful critique of media and politics, and right now it's making a comeback on Broadway. In 2006, it was one of the frontrunners, second only to Brokeback Mountain in nominations. Yet, Clooney was snubbed as Best Actor. Robert Downey Jr. ignored completely. Best Director lost to Ang Lee, and Best Picture went to Crash, in one of the most controversial Oscar wins ever. Today, Clooney says he's done with romantic comedies. Maybe he's saving his future for stories that matter. And staying behind the camera. Third on the list is a thriller gem, Zodiac by David Fincher. Tense, slow-burning, obsessive. This is true crime storytelling at its finest. With a stacked cast, Jake Gyllenhaal, Mark Ruffalo, Robert Downey Jr. Zodiac had everything, but in 2007, it was completely ignored. 0 nominations. Sure, it was the year of No Country for Old Men and There Will Be Blood. Still, Zodiac remains one of Fincher's most respected films. It deserved to be in the conversation. By the way, if you're enjoying this deep dive into cinematic justice, hit that like button and subscribe to PrimePicks for more videos just like this. At number 4, the sci-fi sleeper hit, District 9, directed by Neil Blomkamp. A gritty, politically charged mockumentary about alien refugees, it was bold, messy, and unlike anything else at the time. And shockingly, it did land a few Oscar nominations, but it never stood a chance next to the VFX juggernaut that was James Cameron's Avatar. Still, District 9 remains one of the most intelligent, thought-provoking sci-fi films of the last 2 decades. And honestly, it was robbed. We close the list with a film full of heart and subtle brilliance, Up in the Air by Jason Reitman, with a stellar cast, George Clooney, Vera Farmiga, Anna Kendrick. The film explored loneliness, disconnection, and modern life with quite elegance. It earned multiple Oscar nominations, but it lost in every single category. Best Picture went to The Hurt Locker, directed by Catherine Bigelow. A shame, because Up in the Air is still one of the most emotionally resonant films of its time, and its message hits even harder today. So, what's the takeaway? The Oscars have always been a reflection of taste, timing, and sometimes politics. But the lack of a golden statue doesn't erase a film's legacy. Some movies, snubbed or not, become icons. And maybe that's the real victory.